Today's objective, we're going to attempt to get the best armor and weapon within 12 hours. Now, before we start, we need to do some research on how to get that. After searching online for hours and hours, it was honestly only like 5 minutes, it didn't really take that long. I found this wonderful Excel guide from a user on TikTok by the name of Naposi. If you ever see this, thank you so much. This guide made it really easy to figure out what exactly we were going to need to do to complete our plan. It starts off with looking at these ores. Obsidian has a 2.35x multiplier with 30 extra % defense on armor. 5% multiplier with HP AoE damage on 3.5x multiplier. You really didn't think I was going to bore you with all the details, right? No one really cares that much. Basically, what you need to know is we need 1 chest piece, 1 helmet, and 1 leggings. The chest plate needs 20 darkrai, 8 demonite, 6 obsidian, and 6 mithril. The helmet needs 12 darkrai, 6 demonite, 4 obsidian, and 4 mithril. The leggings need 16 darkrai, 6 demonite, 4 obsidian, and 4 mithril. But this calculation doesn't include the weapon that we need, and there is a really good katana that I want. The materials that we need for that are 6 darkrai, 4 demonite, and 3 eye ore, which now brings our final total to 54 darkrai, 24 demonite, 14 obsidian, 14 mithril, and lastly 3 eye ore. Now, I'm not going to bore you with how long it took me to figure out where we needed to mine, but the fast information is everything can be obtained out of volcanic rock except the eye ore. However, now we run into our first issue. In order to mine volcanic rock, we need to have a base damage level of 100, and the cheapest pickaxe that has that base damage level is the lightite pickaxe. The unfortunate news is this pickaxe costs 100,000, and we currently only have 41,000. Okay, since we're very poor and unable to get most of the materials, our only objective right now is to mine, craft, and sell. We're going to need about $60,000. The one thing that we can try to get though is the 3 eye ores that we need to make our katana. Let's see how this goes. Guys, before we continue with today's video, I just wanted to say thank you so much. We hit 100 subscribers on this channel, and I honestly wasn't sure that would ever happen. I was very anxious posting my first video, honestly thinking that nobody would vibe with it, so the fact that people have been watching and enjoying it honestly means the absolute world to me. So again, thank you so much for being in my little corner of the internet, and thanks so much for the nice messages. Now back to the video. Alright guys, it's been about 3 hours now. I've done about 6 runs mining and then crafting and then selling just to get $116,000. And I know you might be thinking that this was a little overkill. However, I was talking to one of my friends while I was mining. He had mentioned that I should actually skip the light axe and go directly for the arcane axe. While it was an extra $25,000, he said that the luck boost on it was just super needed. So because of that, I decided to spend the extra time grinding the money for that. So it is $125,000. So because of that, we are going to need to sell our titanium axe. And by selling this, we'll get about $17,000. And then now we have $133,000. And on the first island, if you go deep into this cave, you'll reach this locked door. You do need to have done the bard quest, but because I did that earlier in the game, we can just unlock it now. And then now if we head back here, we can get the arcane pickaxe, $125,000. It does have a mine power of 115, a mine speed of plus 10%, a 50% luck boost, and 3 rune slots. So overall, an incredible pickaxe. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks super sick. Like this looks incredible, does it not? So now let's go ahead and go back to the second island. And when we get to the second island, we're going to head to the cave on the right side. So we now should be able to start mining these basalt veins, but also we can go down here and this whole new area is open up to us where we can start mining different things as well. All right, here are 2 veins right here. And now we can actually mine both at the same time. It is going to take us a bit to mine them though, so I'll see you in one moment. All right, and it looks like we got a rivolite in one of our first mines, which isn't something that we need. However, we can finally start the process of getting all the items that we do need to start making that end game armor. It's going to take us a second. I'll check in with you in a little bit to see how we're doing. I'll see you then. All right, you guys, it's been about 5 hours. As you can see, we have an entirely new fit. I'm actually decently strong now. The only thing I haven't upgraded is my weapon. I'm still using a very old weapon. That's like my last thing that I'm going to upgrade here shortly. All of that being said, things are going a bit rough. Now, if you don't remember, we had a lot of things that we needed to get. In total, we needed 54 darkrai ore, 24 demonite, 14 obsidian, 14 mithril, and 3 eye ore. And honestly, I didn't think it was going to be that difficult. However, I have found out that apparently getting darkrai and demonite is incredibly rare. So after about 5 hours, we currently have no darkrai, 7 demonite, which is almost a third of the way there, 17 obsidian, which is actually enough obsidian, 3 mithril, which we needed 14 of, and then lastly we have 16 eye ores, which we only needed 3 of. So we are getting some of the stuff that we need. However, we're not getting the main component darkrai, which we need 54 of. So that's pretty unfortunate. In total now, we have been doing this for about 8 hours. So we still have 4 hours left to go. Maybe in that time frame, we'll get incredibly lucky. I have been using some of the luck potions and minor potions just to try to make things go a little bit faster, but things aren't looking so great for us. So I'm gonna continue mining here. Wish me luck. Hopefully we get something good in the next 4 hours. If we can at least make like 1 piece of armor, I'll be pretty happy. But until then, I'm getting a little nervous, not gonna lie. All right, I'll see you in the next update.
$300,000 to spend, still crazy enough. That's not even enough to open this egg, which the worst pet being a 31x is in.
Well, you guys, it's officially hour 12. We very sadly did not make it. Our goal was to get 54 darkrai, 24 demonite, 14 obsidian, 14 mithril, and 3 eye ore. Within that, we got no darkrai, we got 8 demonite, we got 26 obsidian, we got 7 mithril, and 24 eye ore. So I would say we very much tragically failed at hitting the goals that we wanted to. But you know what? I actually do feel like I learned 3 important things. Number 1, there are a lot of ways to increase your luck. The major ones that I would recommend are in your index. If you go over to achievements, under dedicated player, you can see that I've been playing for 15 hours. You can equip this for a luck boost. The second one is having the angel class, which yes, I know is incredibly hard. If you don't have it, I am so sorry, but it does also give you more of a luck boost. On top of that, you can buy these little nifty things, luck potions. Now with all of those, you increase your luck by such a large amount, but sometimes by even doing all that luck, you just get really unlucky. You know, at the end of the day, it is a uranium. It is a luck-based game, so it happens. Should I have been more realistic with my goals? Maybe, but I think it's okay to shoot for the stars. Now, the second thing that I learned. It's fun to play with friends. Today while we were mining, I was actually playing with my best friend, and he helped me a lot throughout the entire process. He would even let me take some of the good ores that he would get so that I could potentially make a video, and we're seeing how that turned out. It did not turn out very well at all. I am so sorry, friend. But sometimes you have amazing people in your life that are just so incredibly generous, and you're very, very thankful for that. And lastly, number 3. Sometimes you plan for things to happen in life, and whenever those things don't pan out, you get a little sad. But you do have to remind yourself, are you going to remember this a day from now, a month from now? If the answer is no, then it doesn't really matter. Things happen, life continues, and one day it will get better. Hopefully. Well, you guys, there's still one last thing left. I'm sure you thought this video was over, and honestly, it probably should have been. We still don't have a better weapon, even though our armor is a lot better. And while we can't make the best katana in the game, there is still an endgame katana that we can make. So now we still have the opportunity to try to make something decent. Let's give it a go. All right, we're gonna start off with our 4 demonite. Then we're gonna add our 3 magmite in, then our 3 eye ore, and then lastly, our 3 firelight. So the recipe did call for 3 firelight, but I'm noticing we have a better chance of getting a katana if we remove one of the firelight. Plus it even has a better multiplier. So let's give it a go. Ooh, wish me good luck. I'm really hoping that this is going to be a good one. First, we'll start by smelting it. Second, of course, we're gonna go into our fishing mini game. And then lastly, oh, this is awful. We didn't get a katana, but we did get gauntlets, and these look actually pretty sick. Let's try to get perfect on everything. It's been about a day since I've done this, but hopefully I'm still incredible at this. Yep, perfect. Whoa, these look insane. The Relevator, they're Masterwork 100 Mythic at 92 damage per second. And I'm not gonna lie, they look sick. Well, gamers, thank you so much for hanging out for today's video. I know we didn't meet our goal, and that's a little sad, but sometimes it happens. If you like today's video, definitely consider subscribing. We just hit 100 subs, which is pretty exciting, and I would love if you joined me on my YouTube journey. And if you want me to play this game again, definitely let me know. There is going to be a luck event this weekend, so maybe I'll log in for that and try to complete the quest that we were doing, but I'm not sure just yet. But again, as always, thank you so much for watching today's video. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. Later!